This is the OZ9 build that I did, and I used their base MBK, so it's a completely stripped MBK that I used. I want to first start talking about the slide. The slide and barrel are Norso. They do a really good job. They make a really nice product. Outside of the aesthetics of everything, the way they cut their slide, the serrations at, you get a good grip. It grabs a hold of your hands nicely. Same thing with the back one. Their barrels shoot really well. They do really good at the range. The grip module I went with was Icarus. They have some really nice design features that are functional. These cuts right here allow it to get right there in your hand where it needs to go, and it kind of almost automatically indexes the gun in your hand. So this is their standard grip. This is a standard Zev mag catch, which works just fine. But I also added the Zev Pro Plus mag well. Now, in doing so, being the standard Icarus grip, if you got big hands, it's not going to be that comfortable, because as you can see, you can't really see anything, and it locks everything in right here for me. So it's actually a really good fit for me, and it locks everything in there nice and tight. But if you have a bigger hand, you definitely want to go with the X model. Some of the other components I use is the Timney Alpha trigger. Really nice trigger. Nice clean break, short reset, short break. I don't intend to carry this gun, so I'm not worried about that at all. So as you can see, the reset is decent, along with the short pull. And if you notice, this is a little bit harder than your traditional Glock slide to take off. That's because of the Timney trigger, and what they did is they put this little bump right there in the trigger bar, and that stops it from slipping off the sear safety. So it's a good trigger. It's just a little more difficult to take off than with a standard Glock 3 trigger. I get why they did it. I wish they wouldn't have done it. But outside of that, this trigger is phenomenal. Did end up using a factory Glock trigger housing, just because I got the Zev 1 through 4, their new trigger housing model, and it did not work well with the Timney Alpha trigger. What happened was when I installed it and put the Taxol 22 conversion on, it actually got locked in there, and it was a little bit of a fight to get it back off without damaging everything. Outside of that, the trigger is really nice. I ended up going with NDZ guide rod with different spring weights, that way I could tune it. And this does have a little screw at the end. I gotta Loctite that in. You want to definitely Loctite that in once you get it tuned, or constantly check it, because this backs out really quick. But overall, it's a good build, and it allowed me to do what I wanted to. I did go with the M Carbo striker assembly and their Polish striker safety. Both great components. I'm not going to take it out. I already have a video how to remove the striker assembly. It's really easy to do. I just don't feel like doing it. Went with the NDZ backplate, just to dress it up a little bit. They make some really nice products as well. This is my Glock 23 slide, and like I said, it fits on there nicely, and everything works as it should, as a factory Glock should, which is nice having the Gen 3 models. I have basically can use this for 40, use it as a 9mm, I can use it as 22 to train with. Till next.